Eliminating saturated fats from your diet can have several health benefits, as they are known to be associated with various negative health effects when consumed in excess. Here are some reasons why you should consider reducing your intake of saturated fats. Welcome back to Triple P. We're pushing past the precipice. Remember to hit the like and subscribe button for more videos to break through to your next level in your fitness journey. Reduce risk of heart disease. Saturated fats are known to raise LDL cholesterol levels, which can lead to the buildup of plaque in arteries, a condition known as atherosclerosis. This can restrict blood flow to the heart, increasing the risk of heart attacks and other cardiovascular problems. High consumption of saturated fats is linked to an increased risk of heart disease. Saturated fats can raise levels of LDL, low-density lipoprotein cholesterol, often referred to as bad cholesterol. Elevated LDL cholesterol is a major risk factor for coronary heart disease. Improved cholesterol profile. Saturated fats not only increase LDL cholesterol, but can also lower HDL cholesterol levels. HDL cholesterol helps remove LDL cholesterol from the bloodstream, so when you reduce saturated fat intake, you can maintain a better balance between these two types of cholesterol. Eliminating or reducing saturated fats can help improve your overall cholesterol profile, replacing them with unsaturated fats, like monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats, can lower LDL cholesterol and raise HDL cholesterol, often known as good cholesterol. Lowered blood pressure. Excess saturated fat intake can lead to arterial stiffness and high blood pressure, both of which are significant risk factors for heart disease and stroke. High intake of saturated fats has been associated with high blood pressure. By reducing your saturated fat intake, you may help to control and lower your blood pressure, reducing the risk of hypertension and related cardiovascular problems. Reduced inflammation. Saturated fats can trigger an inflammatory response in the body, contributing to chronic inflammation, which is a risk factor for various diseases. Chronic inflammation is thought to play a role in conditions such as atherosclerosis, diabetes, and certain autoimmune diseases. Saturated fats can trigger inflammation in the body, which is linked to various chronic diseases, including heart disease, diabetes, and certain cancers. Reducing saturated fat intake can help lower inflammation markers in your body. Weight management. Saturated fats are calorie dense, meaning they provide a high number of calories in a small serving. Consuming too many calories can lead to weight gain. Reducing saturated fat intake and replacing it with foods rich in fiber and other nutrients can help with appetite control and weight management. Saturated fats are calorie dense, and excessive consumption can lead to weight gain and obesity. Replacing them with healthier fats and lean protein sources can support weight management and a healthy body weight. Lower the risk of type 2 diabetes. A diet high in saturated fats can contribute to insulin resistance, a key factor in the development of type 2 diabetes. Reducing saturated fat intake and opting for healthier fats can improve insulin sensitivity. A diet high in saturated fats may increase the risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Reducing saturated fat intake and incorporating more complex carbs, fiber, and unsaturated fats can help reduce this risk. Before we continue, remember to hit the subscribe and like button for more content and write a comment below if you have any questions or thoughts on this topic. Better brain health. Some studies have linked diets high in saturated fats to cognitive decline and an increased risk of conditions like Alzheimer's disease. Choosing a diet rich in unsaturated fats, antioxidants, and anti-inflammatory foods can support brain health. Some studies suggest that diets high in saturated fats can be associated with cognitive decline and an increased risk of neurodegenerative diseases. Reducing saturated fats and consuming more omega-3 fatty acids and antioxidants can promote better brain health. Healthier liver. Excessive saturated fat intake can lead to non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, a condition characterized by the accumulation of fat in the liver. Reducing saturated fat intake is a key strategy for managing and preventing non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Excessive saturated fat consumption can lead to fat accumulation in the liver, potentially causing this disease. Reducing saturated fat will help protect your liver health. Lower risk of certain cancers. While the relationship between saturated fat intake and cancer is complex and not fully understood, some studies have suggested associations between high saturated fat intake and increased risk of breast, colon, and prostate cancer. These associations may be related to the inflammation and oxidative stress that saturated fat can induce. Although the relationship is complex, some studies have found associations between high saturated fat intake and an increased risk of certain types of cancer that was stated before. Long-term health and longevity. By reducing saturated fat intake in adopting a balanced, heart-healthy diet, you're setting the stage for long-term health and longevity. Reducing the risk of chronic diseases associated with high saturated fat intake can lead to a better quality of life as you age. By reducing your intake of saturated fats and adopting a balanced diet, you can promote long-term health and longevity, lowering the risk of many chronic diseases that can impact the quality and length of your life. When making dietary changes, it's important to focus on the types of fats you're consuming. While saturated fats should be minimized, unsaturated fats, such as those found in nuts, seeds, avocados, and fatty fish, can have positive health effects. Remember that moderation and balance are key, and it's always wise to seek guidance from a healthcare professional or registered dietitian to create a personalized dietary plan based on your unique needs and goals. If you want to learn more about what autophagy is and the amazing benefits of fasting, click over here and watch this video. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to share your support by liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel.